Welcome back to the show, and this week we're going to be doing a nice chicken chettinad. That's right from South India, Tamil Nadu. We're going to be using lots of different spices, whole spices, to keep those flavours fresh and, more importantly, authentic. Go check out last week's curry where I made a nice authentic desi chicken curry, and it is blown up the internet, well, especially on my channel. It is absolutely tasty and one not to be missed. Cheers everyone, let me introduce you to the ingredients. Go get yourself a beer, I'm drinking Stella off the Perfect Draft. Look at these wonderful ingredients here. We've got some desiccated coconut here, and we've got some cloves, some whole black peppercorns, cumin seeds, green cardamom pods, some fenugreek seeds, some coriander seeds, some fennel seeds, salt. Here I'm using whole Kashmiri chillies, and we're going to heat these up to release all the aromatics and grind them down in a spice grinder. And just here I've got some nice curry leaves. These are the dried, not fresh. We've got some oil, water, and just got 2 tablespoons of garlic and ginger paste. Don't forget it. And here we've got around 500 grams of lovely finely diced onions, which we're going to melt down nice and slow. The trick is in the onions. You get the onions right, you've really laid a nice foundation for a beautiful curry. And I've also got some freshly chopped tomatoes. All of the ingredients will be listed in the description box below, so you don't have to worry about what amounts to use. I'm going to be adding also salt and some tamarind. This is optional, but Chettinad has a slight tang to it, and I'm going for this easy to buy tamarind sauce. You can use the fresh type if you want. Right, first of all, you're going to need a non-stick frying pan, because we're going to temper the spices and we're going to warm them up and release the aromatics. We're going to add all of the dry spices in there, and we're going to just basically warm these through for around 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to grind the spices. Now don't worry if you don't want to do it the authentic traditional way like this. I'm going to also be writing in the description box below dried powdered amounts, like cumin powder, coriander powder, etc., so you can make it the normal way that you're used to at home. I'm going to go truly authentic and just blow it out the park. So for around 2 minutes we're just going to warm these through. Now believe it or not, this does change the profile and flavour of the spices, and what you'll see is they start to go a nice golden colour. You can really smell the oils warming up. So all of the whole spices have now been tempered and they've got a nice golden colour. And last, we're going to add the desiccated coconut, and we're just going to toast that off for 1 minute. Right, so that's enough for that. We're going to let those cool down. It's easier if you've got a spice grinder in a jug. So we're just going to put these into the jug, and then we're going to just transfer them into the spice grinder. Right, now we're going to transfer all of those spices into the spice grinder, and we're going to give that a good grind. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. And this is going to make up the powdered spice base for our chicken chettinad. Now we're going to start the cooking process, and we're going to go in by heating up the oil. We want them to sizzle straight away, and we're going to be cooking these for around 15 to 20 minutes on a medium heat, and we're going to caramelise the onions and almost turn them into like an onion jam, and that's going to formulate the base. So I'm going to cook these nice and gently, never going to leave them, never going to leave their sides. I'm not going to have lonely onions, no, I will not hear of it. So I'll see you in around 20 minutes. Come on guys, please subscribe to the channel. I'm not asking you to donate a kidney or even any money, but I would really appreciate if you'd follow me and support me in my efforts to bring you the best curry content you could ever dream of. And in return, I will be posting curry videos every month. All the tips, all the tricks, authentic curries, British Indian restaurant style curries, you name it, I've got your back. Let's get back to the video and get on with this chicken chettinad. Right, the onions are done, and I've been standing it so long I've got varicose veins in my legs. No, actually, I've been standing here so long, we've had 2 new Prime Ministers. Come and look at these onions, look how they're supposed to be. nice and golden and really sweet. Right, once we've done the onions, this is when you go in for 1 minute to cook out the ginger and garlic paste. Did I mention ginger and garlic paste? That's right, 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic paste. So we're just going to take out the rawness of the ginger and garlic paste, and then we're going to cook down our lovely tomatoes for around 8 minutes so they break down, release all of their flavours, and then we're going to go in with those lovely aromatics. Here's my nice big plump tomatoes, and in they go. I'm going to stand here for another 8 minutes. Probably we'll get a third Prime Minister. I'm going to show you the base, and we're going to marinate that lovely chicken into this gorgeous sauce. I'll see you in 8. So make sure you get your onions right. Make sure you get those onions browner than a cypret on an Iron Apple beach. And we've cooked the tomatoes 8 minutes in, and that is lovely and rich. In goes all of those lovely spices. Don't waste any. Well, we're going to cook the spices out for around 2 minutes. Again, release the aromatics. This is smelling absolutely divine and gorgeous. And I'm going to be adding 900 grams of chicken thighs. Usually, for the sake of authenticity, I would say bone in. But I know what you lot are like at home. If I say bone in, you're just not going to do this recipe. The hardcores will, and you know who you are. So these are skinless filleted thighs, and they're all going to go in. So cover the chicken in those lovely, lovely spices. There we go. And I've got around 250 ml of water here. We're going to pour that in, give that a good mix, and we're going to basically sit back and relax now and cook this on a low to medium heat for around 30 minutes. Going to put in the curry leaves. So on goes the lid. Going to turn the heat down, and I'm going to see you in around 30 minutes, and the special chicken chettinad will be almost ready. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. See you in a minute. How it's getting on. Absolutely beautiful. All the oil has risen to the top. Gorgeous. All we need to do now is just add the salt and the tamarind. Add about 2 tablespoons of tamarind. Stir that through. Before I play up, I've got another question for you. I want to know what the worst curry you ever had was. Did you cook it? Did family cook it? Did you eat it out in a restaurant? But I want you to put it in the comments and I will read and respond. But I want you to tell me the worst curry you ever had. I'll tell you mine. I was 12 years old, chopped up a lot of vegetables, used just curry powder and water. It was like vegetables in watery soup. It was disgusting. Back then, of course, when no one had really tasted curry powder, it tasted wonderful. There we go. That is ready to plate up. And there you go. One chicken chettinad for a family 4, cooked in around about an hour. Now I think it's time to give this lovely, gorgeous curry a taste test. Come follow me. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a lovely, lovely, rich flavour. Those spices are an explosion. This is like Guy Fawkes' night in a bowl. It is out of this world. If you like a chettinad, you're going to like this. If you've never had a chettinad, I implore you to give it a try. Anyway, I'm going to finish this for my dinner now. It's been a pleasure cooking for you, and I will see you in the next one. And I love you all. See you soon.